Hey everyone, how are you all doing? Welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited for today's video because we are doing a book tag. I am so thrilled about this because book tags used to be everywhere on BookTube, but in recent years they just haven't been as common. So anytime I get a chance to do a book tag, I'm so excited. So today we are doing the Bookish Favorites tag. This was created by Katie Whitruck, so I'll make sure to link her channel down below for you guys to check out if you don't follow her already. But she created this tag recently and she tagged anyone who watched the video, so here I am. So it's basically just a tag to talk about all of your different bookish favorite things. So let's just jump in. I'm so excited. So the first question is 5 books that define your taste. Okay, so the first book that I think defines my reading taste is Beach Read by Emily Henry. This is obviously an adult romance novel. It's Emily Henry's debut romance novel, and I am obsessed with this book. It's my absolute favorite Emily Henry novel, and there are so many things about this book that I adore. So first of all, it's a romance between writers, and I love reading about characters who are writers, so that really defines my taste. It's also just like a fun beachy summer read, and I do thoroughly enjoy those, and I just really love Emily Henry's writing style in this book. So I think this is like one of my perfect like favorite romance novels, and it's also like one of the first ones that I ever read that I feel like really defined my taste going forward with romance novels. The next book is Counting Down With You by Tashi Bouillon. This is a YA romance, and first of all, YA romances are my sweet spot. Those are my favorite books of all time, but this one specifically is fake dating, which is my favorite trope of all time. It has anxiety rep, which is like my favorite thing ever. Obviously I have anxiety, so that's really important to me, and it's got a love interest who wears jewelry, and that's also just my favorite thing. Everything about this book, everything about these characters is just so perfectly tailored to me, and I'm obsessed with it. It's absolutely one of my favorite books of all time. So then we have some fantasy books, and they're all young adult because that's what I primarily read, but we have The Archived by V. Schwab. This one I'm obsessed with. Again, one of my favorite books of all time, and this one like involves like ghosts, which I adore, which you will see in the next book that I talk about. It also has keys. I'm obsessed with keys for some reason, like vintage old creepy keys, like creepy settings and locations. Like the whole concept of this book is the dead rest on shelves like books. Couldn't get any better than that. I don't know. I'm also obsessed with Wesley, the love interest. Like this book, perfect, amazing. I love it so much, and I need a million more books that are just like it. The next book is The Library of Shadows by Rachel Moore, which has ghosts again, set in a library, which I adore. Very fall autumnal like atmosphere and vibes, which I am also obsessed with. Like Rachel Moore's writing in this is just perfection for the fall time. Like could not recommend this book enough. And it's also silly, goofy, the writing's really clever, and like I don't know, I just think this is so much fun, and I just love books about ghosts. So you know, I need more ghost books. I feel like I haven't read enough, so I need more, but this one's so good. And then finally, this one, I feel like there were other books that I could have chosen maybe, but I chose Divine Rivals by Rebecca Ross. This one is a newer read. It's the newest in this stack that I have read. I read this last year, and I just feel like this is the kind of fantasy book that I am looking for these days. You know, like semi-set in the real world, but has, you know, a fantastical world like beneath it or other things going on. Magical typewriters. Okay, magical typewriters. Could there be anything more perfect for me? I don't think so. Rivals to lovers, Roman and Iris. Oh my god, they are so adorable. I love their connection so much. I just feel like I need so many more books like this. If you guys have any recommendations that are similar to Divine Rivals, let me know. I need to read more Rebecca Ross books. I'm just obsessed with this world and these characters. I recently was able to read an arc of Wild Reverence, which is like the prequel story to this series, and while it took me a little bit to get into, just the beginning was a little bit slower, I became so invested and so obsessed with it. I cannot wait for you guys to read it when it comes out later this year, but my goodness, I am just obsessed with everything to do with these books. I'm actually about to reread them in a buddy read with my friend Alyssa, which I'm just so excited for. But like letters, magical typewriters, fantasy. Like, oh my god, I love this book so much. The second question is books you were obsessed with during different eras of your life. So we're gonna start with like childhood, like grade 1 kindergarten kind of vibes, and then go from there. So the first books that I'm going to talk about are the Junie B. Jones series by Barbara Park and Flat Stanley by Jeff Brown. Mainly Junie B. Jones, okay? I am still obsessed with this series. Like, Junie B. Jones is my girl. She's my queen. Like, I'm obsessed with this sassy little girl. I just, oh my god, I love her so much. I literally just completed my Junie B. Jones collection the other day. There are 28 books in this series, and I've been slowly collecting them, thrifting them when I can, and I just got the final book a couple of days ago, and I could not be more excited about it. She's just my girl, okay? It still hits today, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'm almost 25 years old, 20 years older than our girl Junie B, and I still adore these books with every fiber of my being. Like, I don't know what kind of crack Barbara Park put into these books, but I'm obsessed with them, okay? This little girl, she's my everything, okay? So definitely was obsessed with this as a kid, still obsessed today. And then Flat Stanley was just always present in my life as a kid. I believe read it with my class, and then like we made our own Flat Stanleys, and it was like a huge thing. Like, me and my friends were constantly making different little Flat Stanley dolls. This one, like, while still good and I still appreciate it, it's like not quite as good as it was as a kid. Like, it doesn't hold up in the same way that Junie B. Jones does, but it's still a fun time. I was definitely obsessed with it. I also own all of these books. Good times. Then we have, like, when I was 10 years old, so more grade 5, and we have the name of this book is Secret by Pseudonymous Bosch, and then we have Suddenly Supernatural School Spirit by Elizabeth Cody Kimmel. So these are two book series that I was obsessed with. This one, the Secret series, my teacher read to us in grade 5. I desperately want to reread these at some point because I have not reread them since I was a kid, but absolutely obsessed with this. Love the way that it was written. It's like so like humorous. I don't know, I really loved this series. Let me know if you guys read this down below. I'd be curious to know. And then this one, Ghosts. Okay, I'm just a big fan of ghosts, so this one was a lot of fun for me as well. I have reread this in recent years. Still a fun time, you know, still good. And then when I was like 11 or 12, I became obsessed with the Soul Screamers series by Rachel Vincent, a paranormal romance series. Still obsessed with this to this day. It's one of my favorites of all time. Like, it's not like good in today's terms of what like YA books are. Like, it does not hold up, but it's trashy, good fun. And I'm obsessed with the characters, obsessed with the vibes. Like, this, still good to me. I love it so much. And then when I was 14, the last book I'm going to talk about today is The Fault in Our Stars by John Green. This book was my entire personality in 2014, okay? I was obsessed with this book, obsessed with the movie. Like, okay, like, this book was my like Bible. It was my everything. I still love it. I still think it has a time and a place, but it was definitely something that I was just so thoroughly obsessed with in that time of my life. Everybody was, and it's just a classic, you know? It's so fun. No, it's not. Why am I lying? This book is not fun. I need to question my life choices and what. Anyways, this book's not fun, but the time surrounding it was fun. Like, 2014 was a good year to be a reader, you know, and I just have very fond memories about this book and the time that I read it. The next question is your favorite genres. So for me, YA romance, as I've stated, it's just my sweet spot. It's my everything. I just feel so deeply connected to a young adult, and I feel so deeply connected to young adult romance in particular, and I think there is just so much that you can get out of young adult even as an adult, and I think that it has become a severely underappreciated age category. So I'm just obsessed with YA in general, but specifically YA romance and YA fantasy, YA mystery thriller, but also fantasy and mystery thriller in other age categories as well. I love middle grade, I love adult. I want to get more into adult mystery thrillers and more adult fantasy. I just kind of dipped my toes into both of those, but I'm obsessed. Definitely in recent years I've become more obsessed with mystery thriller books. I just read the Finley Donovan series by El Casamano, and I am obsessed with it. Oh my god, like, it's now become one of my absolute favorite things. If you have any recommendations for books that are similar to Finley Donovan, let me know, because I'm going through a bit of a book hangover with those books. Like, I severely miss them and I need the next book. So if you have any books that are similar to that, please recommend them to me down below. The next question is your favorite authors. I have so many favorite authors, so I try to only talk about a few, but just know that I have so many. First of all, V.E. Schwab. Okay, I've got shelves for her on my bookcase, 3 of them. I'm obsessed with her. All the kind of like just the vibe of the books that she writes, like they're so good. Some of my favorite books of all time are by V.E. Schwab, like The Archived, The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue. Like, she just has so many good books and I cannot wait for her new one, Bury Our Bones in the Midnight Soil. It's going to be so good. Then we have Tasha Bouillon, who was the author of Counting Down with You. She's had 3 books out so far, 1 book coming out in June, which I have pre-ordered and I'm so excited for. But her YA romances just hit every single time for me. Like, they're my sweet spot for YA romances. Like, she is yet to have a miss. I love her so much. Then we have Emily Henry. Obviously, she's like my favorite adult romance author. I love her books so much. I've yet to dislike one. I've yet to read A Great Big Beautiful Life by the time that I'm filming this, so hopefully I love that one as well. But so far, I've loved everything she's written and I'm so excited to get more from her. And then we have Marissa Meyer, which I also have 3 shelves for above me here, and I'm just obsessed with her. Again, have loved everything that I've read by her, some more than others, but like overall I've loved everything that I've read from her. I just love her so much as a person, as a writer. Loved her podcast. Like, she's just a Disney princess. I've met her 2 times and I'm just obsessed with her. Question number 5 is your favorite form of reading, and for me that will forever and always be physical books. I do love listening to an audiobook. I have gotten into reading ebooks on my phone recently, just, you know, in my commute to work and stuff like that, but forever and always I will be a physical book girly. There's just nothing better than like holding a physical book in your hands and being able to like flip the pages. Like, I'm just like a tactile person and I really like being able to hold something in my hand, physically see the progress that I'm making. Like, I'm just obsessed with physical books, but I also do enjoy an audiobook and occasionally an ebook. But physical books have my heart. What can I say? The next question is your favorite book characters, and I had a hard time, so I'm only gonna mention a few. But from one of my favorite books of all time, Anne of Green Gables, we obviously have Anne Shirley and Gilbert Blythe. Originally I only wrote Anne, and then I was like, no, like Gilbert Blythe is the book boyfriend. Like, he is the definition of a book boyfriend. I'm obsessed with Gilbert. So Anne and Gil, I'm obsessed with them. Literally wearing puff sleeves because of Anne Shirley's influence. Like, I am obsessed with her. Yeah, like, it doesn't get better than Anne and Gil, if I'm being honest. They are just classics and I adore them. Then we have Augie Pullman from Wonder, which is right there. It's my favorite book of all time. What can I say about Augie? He is just, I don't know. He's just like the sweetest little kid. I am obsessed with him. I need to reread Wonder or rewatch the movie. I don't know, but like, I just love that little boy so much. He's just a little sweetheart. And then of course we have Kenji Kishimoto from the Shatter Me series. Can we get better than Kenji Kishimoto? Is there a better sidekick character, a better best friend character? I don't think so. I'm just obsessed with everything to do with him. His voice, his humor, his just everything. I'm obsessed with him. Like, oh my god, I don't even have the words to describe how much I love Kenji. He's just my favorite. The next question is, what are your favorite series? So first of all, we have The Dark Vault by V.E. Schwab, which is the archived and the unbound. This is just the bind up copy of it, but this is absolutely one of my favorites. It's a duology. It was originally planned to be a trilogy, but it ended up being a duology instead. But I'm just obsessed with these books. I don't know, I love them so much. I've annotated them so many times, and I think it's so like underhyped, underappreciated. I feel like no one talks about these books by V.E. Schwab anymore because they are some of her earlier works and they are kind of different from her other books, and I can see how you can like go from her like newer books going back to this one and not feel the same way about it, not like it in the same way. But this was the first V.E. Schwab book that I ever read, The Archived, and I was just obsessed with it. Like, if I hadn't read this, I don't know if I would be as obsessed with V.E. Schwab as I am. This just started a lot of things for me. I'm obsessed with it. One of the first books that I ever read on my channel, and I'm just like, oh my god, I've read this series so many times. I I love it so much. Like, do you see all those tabs? Like, that's crazy. And then of course we have The Lunar Chronicles by Marissa Meyer, another series that I have annotated. I'm obsessed with it. Like, I don't really know what else to say. Like, it's just so much fun. I am not a sci-fi reader, okay? I never read sci-fi, and these are the only sci-fis really that I adore. I love them so much. I don't know what Marissa Meyer put in these books, okay, but I love them so much. Everything from the characters to the world to just the writing. Like, I love these books so much. My favorite book in the series is Winter, because I have a thing for final books and series, but also it's just the only one where we have all the characters from the series present. But I also love Cress. Cress is also really good. Then of course we have Shatter Me by Tahara Mafi, another series that I've annotated. Again, obviously Kenji Kishimoto is one of my favorite characters of all time, and Shatter Me is one of my favorite series of all time. I love the series so much. I've read it so many times. I would say like the first 3 books at their core are my favorite, but there is so much to get from the later books as well. I have not yet finished Watch Me, which is the newest book that has come out as I'm filming this, so hopefully I can finish that soon and still love it. But it's technically a different series. That's how they're marketing it anyways, which I think is weird, but whatever. I love the series, love the characters, love the romance. Juliet and Warner are my babies. I love them so much. And of course, Soul Screamers by Rachel Vincent. It just is what it is, okay? It's just one of my favorite series of all time. Like, I don't know what to tell you. It's my guilty pleasure. Not even guilty, I just love it. It's so good. The next question is a series you are most excited to finish. So for me, that is the Blood Like Magic duology by Lizelle Sambury. I've read Blood Like Magic twice now. Okay, first when it first came out, and then I reread it hoping to jump right into the sequel, Blood Like Fate, and I just haven't yet. It is my goal, okay, to finally read this book this year. I want to read it soonish, but I'm just obsessed with the series. It's so much fun. Set in Toronto, so we love supporting a Canadian author, a Canadian book series. They're just really good, and I just really want to finish the series and then read more Lizelle Sambury, because I haven't read any of her other books, but obsessed with her. If you don't follow her YouTube channel, definitely recommend it. She's got some great content going on over there. Really need to finish the series, and I'm really excited about it. I just haven't done it yet. The next question is series you're most excited to start. So for me, that is Phantasma by Kaylee Smith. I don't remember what the series for this is called. I know it has a series title, I just cannot remember what it is. But first book, Phantasma. This is actually on my TBR for May, so hopefully I can get to it soon. But this one I'm so excited about. Like, come on, we're in like a cursed manor. People have compared it vaguely to Caraval by Stephanie Garber, which is a series that I really enjoy. So I'm just really looking forward to this book, so hopefully I love it. The sequel did just come out recently, so this would be the perfect time to pick it up. The next question is a book that you predict will be a favorite, and for me that is Book Boyfriend by Emily Wibberley and Austin Siegman Broca. This is a book that I think is also on my May TBR. It's been on my TBR for the past couple of months, which is embarrassing. It's their newest release. It came out this year, and I'm just obsessed with their books. Their YA romances, their adult romances, and I don't know how I haven't gotten to this one already. I definitely need to, and it just seems like everything I'm gonna love. I've yet to not like one of their books, but it says devoted fangirl meets hesitant fanboy in the swoony contemporary love letter to readers who adore fantasy worlds. Does it not sound perfect? I'm so excited for this book, so I just need to actually read it, but I feel like there's no way it won't be a favorite. I just love their books so much. The next question is your favorite special edition, favorite book cover, most beautiful book. I chose 3 to talk about today. So the first one being Anne of Green Gables by Ella Montgomery. This is the Puffin in Bloom edition, which is just absolutely my favorite edition of Anne, and I do own a lot. Okay, you can only see one shelf there, but there are 3 shelves on this side of the bookcase just for Anne. And this one, I don't know why, but there's just something about it that is so beautiful and that has always just captivated me. I actually just got a tote bag with this cover on it from Out of Print that I'm obsessed with, but it's just such a fun, cute little size. It's just adorable. Like, this book, without a doubt, is always displayed on my Anne shelves. I'm obsessed with it. Like, come on. And then we have the UK edition of The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue. This is the illustrated anniversary edition that I believe came out a year after the book initially released. And this one I got from the Book Depository. Rest in peace. And it's just, oh my god, it's so stunning. It's got beautiful stenciled edges with flowers on it, and it's gray on the top and the bottom. It's got beautiful end paper art that I honestly sometimes forget is there. Oh my god. The naked book is also really pretty. Like, come on. It's got a ribbon bookmark, which we all love, or at least I love. Got different art on the back as well. Like, I had notifications set up for this book when it came back in stock so that I could get it. I'm just obsessed with it. So absolutely one of my favorites. It's also always displayed on my bookcase. And then also we have Divine Rivals by Rebecca Ross, as well as Ruthless Vows, which is on my shelf above Cinder there. But these are the UK hardcovers. I bought these online used and I'm just obsessed with them. They are so stunning. I also love, you know, the standard US editions, which I do want to buy eventually as well. But come on, to have Iris and Roman on the cover, stunning. I needed them. And then finally we have the French edition of The Library of Shadows by Rachel Moore. Do I speak French? Do I read French? No, I don't. But I had to have this book. Do you see those edges? They are books on the edges of the paper. Stunning. I display this book on my shelf without the dust jacket, which you will see why in a second. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? This is like one of the most beautiful books I have ever seen in my life. Oh my god, like Rachel Moore is so lucky. I hope she has a copy of this book. I actually don't know, but I hope she owns a copy of this because it is just the most stunning thing in the world. And once I saw that it was being sold on Indigo's website, I snatched it up. I'm like, I don't care if I don't read French. This has to be in my collection. The next question is, if you could go buy a book right now, what would you buy just for fun? And I feel like there's a million things that I could say, but the first one that came to mind was The Vanishing Stare by Marina Johnson in hardcover. Okay, I recently got the third and fourth books in the Truly Devious series to go along with the first and the fifth book that I already owned. So now I'm only missing The Vanishing Stare. So now that I have almost the full collection on my shelves, it is really bothering me that I'm missing book 2. But for some reason it's not sold on the Indigo website and it's driving me crazy. I'm trying to thrift it, can't find it. So that is one that if I could buy right this second in hardcover, I would. The next question is favorite bookish merch you own and shops that you like. I've got a few things. So the first one is this Anna Green Gables book sleeve that my friend Kit actually gave me. This is from the shop Maple Leaf Stitching, I believe on Etsy. Absolutely stunning. It is so cute. I'm a huge fan of a book sleeve, and this one's just so sweet. Like, it's from my favorite book of all time, one of my favorite books of all time. It's just beautiful. I really cherish this. I love that Kit gave this to me. Such a sweetie. The next one is a sweater, and it is my Junie Jones pink crew neck that I got recently from a small business. I believe it was called Honey Wild. I will try to link them down below if I remember. But come on, like, I got an ad for this on Instagram and Instagram just knew me too well. It knew me too well, because how could I not buy a sweater that had Junie Jones on it? Like, come on. She's a cutie patootie. I'm obsessed with her. I wear this all the time. Like, I wear this probably too much. And then the last two things are not from small shops, but they are Hunger Games Mockingjay pin related things. So I have the Hunger Games Mockingjay pin from Mockingjay Part 1. I got this when the movie came out. I think my mom put it in my stocking for Christmas or something. And then I thrifted a necklace of the Mockingjay pin, which is so funny because I never ever look in the jewelry section. But the one time I did, I found this necklace and I am so happy with it. I wore it on the release day for Sunrise on the Reaping. So cute. Okay, and we've made it to the final question, which is to shout out some of your favorite bookish creators. So obviously one of my favorite creators is my bestie Peyton Reeds. I'm obsessed with her. Obviously we've been besties for a decade now and I love her videos. I love her, so obviously have to give her a little bit of a shout out. But then I also really love Katie is Reading. Cooking, which I'm sure you guys all watch as well. Her videos are just so aesthetic and so fun and cozy. They just have really good vibes to them. So those are the two that I'm going to mention today. I feel like I'll watch just a lot of like the mainstream big ones that you guys probably all know, so I'll just mention those two. But this was such a fun tag. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did enjoy it, make sure to give it a huge thumbs up, comment down below, and let me know some of your bookish favorites. I'd love to know. Subscribe if you've not yet already, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!